It turns your food into foam. All the greases and oils in the drain line turn into foam. We call that saponify. So remember that word, because that is the dynamic way that it works, turning everything in the drain line into foam. Now the foam, it'll break down into a liquid. You give it about 10 minutes for it to all break down into liquid, and inevitably this all passes through your drain line when you run hot water. And you'll run hot water for about 5 minutes. But a lot of us in a panic state of mind around the holidays, you have excessive grease and oils going down your drain line. And when you run out to the local department store and panic and buy a chemical like this and put it down your drain line, you're doing more damage than good. Let me explain. Products like these contain acid, bleach, ammonia, animal fats, and lies are in here. These are highly corrosive materials. Let me show you what happens. 90% of those chemicals end up trickling right past your clog, and they end up down here at that curve unit. That curve unit is designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up into your house. But the chemicals are sitting there building heats of 160 degrees. And I want to reference something. It's cold right now. All over the country, it's cold. So that means your drain lines are cold too. Behind all that drywall and all that tile, you have cold drain pipes. When your drain lines go from extremely cold to hot fast from all these caustic chemicals, inevitably it's going to crack. And that's a bad thing. You got to call a plumber. It can cost you a fortune. No good.
And that's what ends up happening. Amos, great to have you. And again, our today's special, well over, I want to say, 13,000 have been selected. Let me tell you what you're receiving. Now, those of you who's used this fast drain cleaner in the past, you wait for today's special. We don't have a screen. Because here is what we're offering to you. Not one full size. You get 2 of the full size, #1 top selling Professor Amos drain cleaners with over 15, I want to say, million now that have been spoken for here at HSN. So basically for $1 more, and it's the first time we included the maintenance in this special offer. That's normally $29 and change on its own, worth every single penny times 10, because you have the solver and now you're gonna maintain the problem. And that's the beauty. So today, one day only price at $44.95. We are picking up the shipping and handling, which normally would be over $7. And we have 5 flex pays, so it's $9 to get it at home and see for yourself. When I tell you I will not be out without this product. The wonderful thing is, as Amos was showing you, Amos the third, this is not like the products that you buy in other stores that are a little bit scary, that anytime you use it, you open it up, you need a mask, when you ventilate the room, they tell you to wear gloves, don't get it, God forbid, on your skin, smells horrible. Never the case with our fast drain relief. You will not get that from Professor Amos. And that's the genius part, whether it's your sinks, whether it's your tubs, whether it's your toilets, whether it's, again, your septic system, all different types of pipes. We're super, super busy. We'd love to hear from you as well. If you have had the opportunity to try our SuperFast drain cleaner in the past, call us, call us. Okay, Amos, we're gonna talk about what it can be used on, especially right now, those kitchen sinks, it's the holidays, yuck, grease, grease, grease.
Let me explain it. See, it's cold out, so you have cold drain lines. When you pour your hot grease down the drain line, it hardens, it solidifies right away when it comes in contact with your cold pipe. Now you need a proprietary formula like our SuperFast to break it down without creating more heat. You don't want heat in your drain lines because from hot to cold, they crack fast. Now watch this. Here it is, live, living color. Your grease, your oil, your butter, your gravy, everything going down your drain line. Lynn, I poured 6 ounces down there. Watch this. 6 ounces, 10 seconds or less, already it's on the run. Last week's food, last month's food, even last year's food, it's hardened and solidified in your drain line. It's breaking all that down. It's not a problem for our proprietary formula. It gets the job done effectively and economically. Now, you'll let that break down for 10 minutes and you run hot water. But we're right back to test tube number 2. Pretty sure I use this one right here. Consumer products like these are bad. And on the back of this bottle, it tells you don't mix chemicals. But watch this. Since I have an innovative drain cleaning method without acid, without ammonia, without animal fats, without anything caustic in there, you can pour that right over top of the acid. And watch this. This is where the rubber meets the road. I mean, it gets right through that standing water. It gets right through those chemicals, and it starts to foam up right away. It starts to saponify the grease, the oil, the grime, the lotions, the potions, the skin product, the makeup, the hair care, everything in your drain line. It's breaking it down. Even the stinky old drain gas and the drain odor, it breaks that down. Because if there's nothing in there decomposing, you don't get drain gases and drain odors. Now, Lynn, I'm telling you what, you take your spigot, you turn it on, and you run hot water for 5 minutes. Watch this. this. See, everything has been suspended free from the inside of the drain line now. So everything will ultimately, if you run long enough for 5 minutes, everything passes right through the drain line. And I'm talking about squeaky clean drain lines. Let me get the test tube number 2 and do it again. You're going to love this. Just run the water. That's all you have to do. And Lynn, I'll tell you what, big cleaning tip when it comes to this, run hot water for 5 minutes. Hot water for 5 minutes, it betters the results. I'm talking about squeaky clean drain lines. Nothing sticky, nothing oily is left behind. That clog doesn't come back, unlike those consumer products that a lot of friends tell me, Amos, I've used that red stuff from the store. I tell you what, it seemed to work for a little bit, but the clog came back in a couple of days. No good. Now, I want you to think about something here. There, in the drain line of your kitchen sink, there's 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch. Let me put the light on that for you. That's the dirtiest place in your whole house. But before you get the clog, do yourself the biggest favor. Our Fast Flow Super 7 with the 7 natural microbials, it has 16 applications. Take a look over here. You can clean and maintenance your drain lines 16 times. I mean, that's worth its weight in gold right there. So handle that problem before it even happens. If not, you have our proprietary formula, our SuperFast drain cleaner, the one that y'all know and love by my dad, Professor Amos, for the last 16 years at HSN. Since 2003, you've been writing the best reviews, talking about this drain cleaner that opens up any kind of drain line. And Lynn, I already know you're about to ask me, what kind of drain lines is it safe on?
Read my mind, yes.
It's safe on your cast iron drain lines. It's safe on the PVC drain lines. It's safe on the galvanized steel drain lines. The terracotta clay pipes, those are the ones that run under your house out to the sidewalk. It's safe on your septic tank and your septic system. But let me get to this real quick. All clogs consist of some hair. So we have one of the only hair dissolving formulas in the country that we know of here at HSN. If you have pet hair, human hair, fuzz, lint, or fur, our SuperFast drain cleaner is designed to break that down and turn it into foam. Because if you don't do that, here's the actual factual deal here. It's sticky on the inside of your drain lines from all the fogs, the fats, oils, and the greases. So that hair, once you wash your dog or your cat one time, and that's what it's going to look like there, because that hair clings to the insides of your drain walls, and it just builds and builds and builds till it completely choked out. Nothing can get through. Maintenance and clean. Be ready. Have the right tools to get the job done. And when you have this configuration, you can maintenance and clean, or you can open up and clean that drain line. Now, these tubes right here, the big 6-inch tubes that represent what go under your house out to the sidewalk, down to the city sanitation, there's 6 ounces of our SuperFast, and test tube number 1. Lynn, here goes the whole bottle. Test tube number 2. Let me point this out for you. These chemicals, when you use these chemicals here, they trickle right down to the bottom of the pipe, and they sit there and they start to collect and build heats of 160 degrees. Remember, your pipes are cold right now, and then they start to get hot really fast from the acid. No good. SuperFast breaks things down. It breaks it down without creating the heat. Very important, because you don't need a cracked pipe in your drain line and digging up that sidewalk. The plumber's it'll cost you a fortune. So do yourself the biggest favor. Use our proprietary formula.
And at this point, we're going to ask you to do us a favor, because we are super, super busy right now. Just if you're tuning in, you're getting 2 of the full size of the SuperFast drain cleaner. And those are 32 ounces each. So basically for $1 more, you're also receiving for the first time in today's special, this is your maintenance. This on itself is about $29. Yeah, and you just choose lemon or fresh clean air. Those are the 2 scents that we have. Auto ship is available, but if you see, normally I just got the maintenance about a month and a half ago, and I did. It was $29.98. It is worth its weight in gold. So we have the fixer, and we have, again, the maintenance in the, again, going forward. What did you call it earlier? I loved it. It's like you said it was the probiotic.
Probiotics for your drain line.
I love it.
Yep, the natural microbials is the natural thing. It's a natural way to clean without using any kind of chemicals at all. The natural microbials, they break down by attacking, but digesting. They digest the food in the grime in your drain line. The best way to clean your drain line. Now, real quick, in your designer sinks at home, I got to reference this because you use chemicals a lot at home. When you're using a chemical like a chemical drain cleaner, it can compromise your fixtures. It can rust them out and etch your glass and everything in between. But our SuperFast won't hurt the fixtures. It won't hurt that designer sink, granite, corian, travertine, whatever you have at home, but it'll break down the grease below, the hair products, the toothpaste. But while you're down there, look at those pipes there to your right. It's safe on the galvanized steel pipes. It's safe on the PVC pipes. It's safe on the copper pipes, the old terracotta clay pipes. You can use this in the septic tank, the septic system. It won't hurt it. It's designed to go down any of those drain lines. So you can use our SuperFast drain cleaner anywhere, and you can maintenance and clean those drain lines afterwards or beforehand, before you get to clog, with our Fast Flow Super 7, the one with the 7 natural microbials. Now, let me get right into it, because Lynn, I want to talk about the Fast Flow Super 7. This is a huge value. A lot of you have been checking this out. The Fast Flow Super 7, it's amazing because it's a natural way. It's like it's the probiotics for your drain lines, okay? So take a look at this. This is actual, this is factual. This is what the inside of the drain lines look like at home. These are known as the fats, oils, and greases in there, the fogs, okay? So when you have buildup, that's what it looks like. Now, I can get you from drain lines that look like this to drain lines that look like that in a short period of time, just by maintenance and cleaning with the Fast Flow Super 7 with the 7 natural microbes. Let me tell you how to use it. You take that cap off. Now, you look at the sleek design. I love this bottle. I just love it. Thank you, Professor Amos, to my dad for the design here. I love it. Very effective. Now, you're just going to squeeze that bottle till that reservoir fills up, and then you pour that right in a cup of water. Watch this. You pour it in a cup of water. Now, there's a lot more than what meets the eye here than what you can see. So I want to play this this animation footage for you to see what's in this water. It's very technical. It's very innovative. It's cleaning technology. Once you pour that application into the water, take a look at this. You've got 7 strands of natural microbials made from enzymes. Now, these things are ready to digest and go to work. So you pour that down the drain, and it's history from here. Watch this. These microbials are so dynamic the way that they break down grease. Lynn, they latch on. They latch on to the fecal matter, the protein matter. They latch on to any fogs, fats, oils, and greases. And when they latch on, they start to digest. And Lynn, when they digest, they multiply into billions. Look at them. They just keep on digesting and multiplying until that clog is totally, completely broke down to where there's nothing left behind, and nothing at all.
And that is why our people, we wait and know already Professor Amos SuperFast Drain Cleaner for today's special. It's normally once a year. We've never done a configuration quite like this. That's why auto ship has been so popular. There's 4 future deliveries. Again, you're in control of that. You can cancel at any time, but I'm telling you, don't wait until you have an issue. That is the worst thing in the world, because yes, hopefully we'll have the SuperFast Drain Cleaner in stock, but you know what? It's gonna be too late. And then what are you gonna do? Well, you're probably gonna go out and buy one of the other competitors. It's not as effective, or not even nearly as effective as Amos is showing us. And you are not gonna get this, we can't repeat this value again. What are we looking at here, Amos? For those who are tuning, by the way, use hsn.com. We're super, super, super busy right now.
Yeah, which we're looking at. When you have the standing water in the video there, SuperFast Drain Cleaner has a perfect consistency. So that means to you, it gets through the water. It gets through it down to the clog, and it has that accelerated formula, so it starts to work on contact. But let me show you this Fast Flow Super 7. It's safe to use in the utility drain. This is where you're going to use it. You're going to use it in the shower drain. Lynn, the kitchen drain. Remember that kitchen drain? The dirtiest place in your whole house is the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch. Maintenance and clean that. Do yourself a favor. Don't wait for the clog. Be preventative. Probiotics for your drain lines. Use it in the floor drain in the garage. I mean, that heavy duty grease that gets in there, the bathroom sink, the tub drain, cha-ching, cha-ching. Use it in the toilet. You can't use the drain openers from the store in the toilet. It will break down those gaskets and seals with the acid in there. Now, when you have the drain clogs at home, listen, you open that cabinet under the sink area and you look at your drains. They look perfectly fine. They're shiny and everything else, but actually they look like this on the inside. That's the fogs. That's the fats and all the oils and all the greases hardened and solidified in your drain line. So I want to reference something. Take care of your drain lines so your drain lines take care of you, okay? Be proactive. Handle that problem before it even happens. Get rid of the drain. I was talking to my dad earlier. He told me, he said, son, Amos, you got to reference this. Listen, a lot of people don't know that what it smells like in their house and the odors that are coming out of their drains until they have a company come over and let them know that, there's a stench in your house. I think it's coming out of your drain line. My dad told me. So I said, all right, Dad, I'll reference that. Listen, use the Fast Flow Super 7. pour it into the water, use this to maintenance and clean those drain line gases, okay, even before you get the clog, and you'll just pour that right down there.
It really makes a difference too. You just choose the lemon or the fresh air, either or, for maintaining, and it's as simple as, Professor, you could possibly imagine. Honestly, you just squeeze it, it automatically measures for you in 1 cup of water. Boop, boop, you're done. No more yucky smells, and you're maintaining those clear pipes. So again, final 2.5 minutes, super, super popular. How many uses, again, on the maintenance and on the, approximately, depending on the SuperFast?
You're amazing. I was just thinking I needed to reference that. Listen, you get 28 applications with this entire configuration. Great. 12 applications with the drain cleaner and another 16 applications with the Fast Flow Super 7. So that's 28 applications in total. I did the math for you. It comes out to $1.60 to clean your drain lines. $1.60 to get this effect right here. $1.60 to break down the hair and the food in your drain lines. $1.60 to break down the drain gases and the drain odors in your drain line. Now the Fast turns the hair into foam, it turns the food into foam, all the grease and oils all turns into foam. It's called saponify. That's the dynamic way that it works, turning everything in the drain line into foam. Now you let that happen for 10 minutes. Now, Lynn, you run hot water for 5 minutes. Hot water leaves you with a squeaky clean drain line. So let me get right to this. It's important that you know, because this is important, Lynn. You can't be putting these chemicals like this down your drain line. Products like these from the store, they're caustic. They create heat in your drain lines because there's acid in there. You don't want to put acid in your drain line because it'll actually eat the inside of your drain line and it'll actually heat up the inside of your drain lines. Now you pour that down there, and this is specifically what happens. The chemicals sit there and they're eating away at the drain line, they're heating them up. Now your drain lines go from cold to hot fast because remember, your drains are cold right now because it's cold outside. You don't want to crack your pipe. It'll cost you a fortune. And if you didn't know, when you call a plumber and a plumber comes to your house, that's called a service call, and that's at least $100. And around the holidays, it doubles, it even triples. So be proactive, get this, have it on the ready, be the professional that I know you are. Use our Professor Amos, that's what we're here for. We want you to work smarter, not harder. Look at it, go to work.
You know, it's so, I'm just gonna use it from my own personal, again, experience with this drain cleaner, and the way my house was built, unfortunately, like the draining system is like the absolute worst. And I'll tell you, I've used the products that you're showing from,